Now we are here in Cave 1. Cave 1, which is also the Grand Cave, you can call that, is the biggest one among these and spreads across 39 meters from its entrance to the back. This cave temple is mainly dedicated to Lord Shiva and has several structures and carvings, celebrating the deity and his different forms. This is the first cave, but coincidentally, is also the largest cave. So you can see the most famous and greatest statue and sculptures in this cave. This is the linga. Linga represents fertility worship of the Indus Valley civilization. It means the generative power of existence, all creativity and fertility at every cosmic level. Elephanta Caves have a fascinating blend of art and heritage with a collection of Shiva and Buddhist rock cut temples. No one knows for sure who built these caves or when, but it remains beyond doubt that these centuries-old caves are among the finest rock cut architecture existing in India. The early history of the Elephanta caves is unknown, but many historians agree on the point that the temples and relics on the site date back to somewhere between the 5th century and 9th century. This site is located on the Elephanta Island or Kalapuli, which means the village of caves in the Marathi language. The caves, as well as the island, were given the name Elephanta by Portuguese after they took control of the place in 1534. It was the discovery of a gigantic rock-cut sculpture of an elephant on the island that prompted them to name the place so. Over time, these caves suffered significant damage and destruction by Persian invaders, Portuguese soldiers, and Maratha as well as British rulers. In 1909, the British India officials initiated attempts to protect the caves from further damage. Later, the government of India carried out restoration works at this site in the 1970s and made it a heritage site and a tourist attraction as we can see it today. There are two groups of caves on Elephanta Island, each featuring the rock cut style of the architectures. The larger one of these two has 5 caves with numerous Hindu sculptures. Two Buddhist caves at this site make up the smaller group, along with water tanks and a stupa. Each cave has been carved as a rock-cut temple with one main huge chamber, courtyards, two lateral chambers, and minor shrines. Today, the magnificent Elephanta Caves count among the top tourist attractions and historical monuments in Mumbai. This architectural marvel was granted the status of UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1987. A 2-day music and dance festival called the Elephanta Festival is held at the island every year in February. The caves are now under the operation of Archaeological Survey of India (ASI). This is my second time to visit Elephanta Caves. I have to say that the Elephanta Cave trip is really good because you can explore really the the architecture and history and even religious things in Mumbai. It's a very special place. And the time that when I visit here was May 2023. Actually, it was really hot. It was more than 30 degrees. So I felt a little bit dizzy after several hours, and there are totally no air conditioners except for some restaurants, including the ferry because you must take ferries round trip to Mumbai and this island. So 32 or 33 degrees for the whole day is really torture. So I recommend audience can come to visit Elephanta Caves in their winter time, which means after November until February of next year's. Yeah. So I hope everybody can come to visit here because it's also the UNESCO site. It's a must go trip in Mumbai. The cave complex is situated about 10 kilometers from the Mumbai harbor. You have to take a ferry ride from the Gate of India to reach this site. Maharashtra Tourism Development Corporation (MTDC) offers ferry services to Elephanta Island from Apollo Bunder, which is located near the Gateway of India. Once you reach the island, you can hop on to the toy train to reach the cave entrance from the dock, or you can climb the flight of 120 steep stone steps in leading to the caves. Okay, let's talk about how to reach Elephanta Cave. Firstly, you need to arrive in Gateway of India. That's the huge gate, and nearby it there is a ticket booth for ferry. It costs you 260 rupees for round trip, and the ferry will take around 50 minutes to 1 hour per single trip. You will arrive in the harbor station of Elephanta Cave, and after that you need to walk around 30 minutes to 40 minutes to reach the entrance of the cave area, and it will charge you additionally 600 rupees because I am foreigner, so it's 600 rupees. If you are local Indian, just cost you 40 rupees. Yeah, very cheap, but I am foreigner. There are some wild animals, such as monkeys. Sometimes it's dangerous to interact with monkeys, for example, because they are likely to rob tourists of their drinks. 5 years ago, I visited here for my first time. The monkeys just robbed my classmates of her drink, Coca-Cola drink, and after robbing, they started to drink the Coca-Cola bottle in front of my classmates, which was very wild and not tame at all. In the street markets, there are some interesting handicrafts here, and it's better to compare prices among different vendors because sometimes some vendors will charge you more, some vendors charge you less. It's better to compare prices among different vendors. But for me, I didn't buy anything here actually. OK， 哇，好有冷气耶！我操！他们很疯哎。Mumbai Marine Drive is a C-shaped boulevard that features a 6-lane concrete road lining the nature bay along South Mumbai. Mumbai Marine Drive is 3.6 kilometers long, and it flows the Art Deco architectural style through its buildings and edifices.